Liberians in Minnesota on edge after Donald Trump decision to face deportation. Minnesotans from Liberia and their supporters rally on the steps of state capitol in St. Paul to urge renewal of their protected status in U.S. The rally was on Monday, March 26. That status is set to expire, and President Donald Trump has not indicated whether he will renew it or not. The Trump administration is ending a program that allows citizens of Liberia living in the U.S., including many in Minnesota, to avoid deportation. But it's allowing a one-year wind-down period to ease their return. Photo: President Trump and VP Pence. Advocates estimated the number of Liberians living in America who are affected by President Donald Trump's decision at 4,000. Minnesota has one of the largest Liberian communities in the United States. Liberians have been eligible for deferred enforcement departure since 1999. The program allows them to live and work in the U.S. The program's last extension, by former President Barack Obama, was set to expire on Saturday, March 24. A memorandum issued by Trump Tuesday, March 27, says conditions in Liberia have improved substantially. Liberia is no longer experiencing armed conflict and has made significant progress in restoring stability and democratic governance, the memorandum reads, according to the Associated Press. Liberia has also concluded reconstruction from prior conflicts, which has contributed significantly to an environment that is able to handle adequately the return of its nationals. The new end date is March 31, 2019. Advocates for the community denounced the president's decision. It is inhumane. It is crude. It is harsh. And it is wholly unnecessary, said Patrice Lawrence, National Policy and Advocacy Director at Undoku Black Network. After a civil war broke out in the African country of Liberia about 30 years ago, thousands of residents fled to the United States. Many of them settled in the Twin Cities. Minnesota's Liberian community is often estimated to have grown to about 30,000. Abinu Abraham of the Minnesota Black Immigrant Collective said conditions in Liberia today are hardly hospitable. Unemployment exceeds 25%, infrastructure is fragile, children are out of school as government workers are currently not being paid, and the healthcare system is still reeling from the Ebola crisis several years ago, which afflicted 30,000 and killed 11,000 in a country of 4.6 million. There's no jobs for people to do, Abraham said during a conference call with reporters. There's no housing. Like many in Minnesota's Liberian community, she won't face deportation. Her parents were U.S. citizens, and that allowed her to eventually become a citizen as well. Not so for Caroline Grimes, a Minnesota resident in her 50s, who gained DID protection 17 years ago. In Liberia, she had completed her bachelor's degree and was planning on beginning a foreign service career in Paris when the Civil War broke out. We came to the United States with just a bag, not even a suitcase, she said during the same conference call. We ran. Once here, she worked in temp agencies as a bilingual customer service representative and office assistant. You name it. I worked my way up, she said, emphasizing that she has never taken any public aid. I put myself through school, and I became a nurse. I would think that's part of the American dream. You've created a life. Now to uproot us out of the United States and send us back to Liberia, it's like making us refugees all over again.